Hey guys, this is Jim from Stairway to Video with another one of my video tips. Today I'm going to show you how to polish out one of these plexiglass covered headlights that gets fogged from the sun. The sun's UV rays kind of wreck these things, so here's one that I did already, and then here's one that I haven't done yet. I'm going to show you step by step on how to go and sand and polish one of these things out so it looks like brand new. Come on, let's get started. Well, the sun's kind of moved, so now you can get a better idea as to what this really looks like. It's pretty bad. So before you start, you want to clean this off as best you can. So I just cut a hole in a drinking bottle and I wipe it off real good. Get all the road dirt off of it and any kind of dirt that comes with the sun messing it up. So clean it up real good and make sure it's dry, because the next step you're going to need it to be dry. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to put some tape around this, because you're going to do sanding and you're going to do some buffing and you don't want to mess up the paint. So just take your time and put a couple layers of this tape around it. I just put a couple layers on this and go around a couple times so that I don't scratch the paint when I come to do my sanding on this headlight. You can go out even farther if you want to. You could put another layer down here somewhere where you think you might sand off on the. The main thing is you just don't want to sand on the paint. You just want to sand that headlight at all. So anyway, until you get about something like that. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to sand this thing with varying grit sizes of sandpaper. So what I do is I usually start with 400 grit. And once I'm done sanding it with that, I move up to 1,000 grit. Then I go up to 2,000 grit. And then 2,500. So let's start the sanding process. So all the time you're sanding, you want to make sure you've got some water going on there, and so you're actually wet sanding it, and that clears the sandpaper of any kind of junk you're going to get in it. You can actually see some of this UV damage coming off. It's almost yellow in color. Okay, so that was 400 grit. We're going to now go with 1,000 grit, then 2,000 grit, then 2,500. We should be done. So I'm not going to sit here and sand the whole time for you to watch. So I'll just do that and realize that I went this whole sequence. Okay, I'm just going to put the finishing touches on this 1,000 grit. I've already sanded most of it. I'm just kind of finishing it up here. And you just don't want the sandpaper to stick on here if you can help it. You want to be able to have it glide, so it's use plenty of water. Okay, that's it for the 1,000 grit. I'll wipe it off and get ready for the 2,000 grit. So you can kind of see how it's now turning into obviously like a sanded piece of plastic, which is what it is. So next we're going to do the 2,000 grit, like I said. 2,000 grit. I'll just do a little bit and then we'll shut the camera off and we'll finish it up. Now you can kind of see with this 2000 grit that it's starting to get a little bit more clear. That's because we're getting into finer sandpaper. Okay, that's it for the 2000 grit. 2500 grit. This should be the last bit of sandpaper we're going to have to use, and then we'll start buffing it out and polishing it. Now we're going to get into polishing this thing, and I'll show you the special polish that we use. Okay, we've got two products here made by Meguiar's. One is called Plastic X and one is called Headlight Protectant. So the Plastic X is something that you're going to want to use to polish it with I use a battery operated drill to do it, and it kind of does it real well. Then once I'm done with that, I wipe it off, and then I just put this on as a sealant, not with a buffing wheel or not with a motor or anything, but with just put it on by hand and then seal it. So this is the one we're going to do next. This is the actual polish, so I'm going to wipe it off first. Kind of wipe all the way around it, so when I go to put this polish on, it doesn't pick up any moisture. I mean, it's okay if it does, but you just try to minimize moisture getting into there while you're buffing it. Alright, so now that you see this plastic is dry, how it's kind of looks like it's hazed over, but that's just the real fine scratches of the last sandpaper we used, which was 2500. Now we're going to use this electric drill, battery powered. We're going to use this Plastic X, which is a buffing compound, to kind of polish this out. So I'll show it to you real close here if I can get in here. Let's see. So this is the Plastic X, and this is my buffing wheel. So you want to put like a, I don't know, first off shake it up. And you want to put like a quarter size of this buffing stuff on here. About like that. And you're going to kind of spread it around where you start. So like right here, and spread it around. Okay, and then you just start polishing. When we're done buffing that, we want to take a rag and wipe off our buffing compound we just used, and then we can put our Headlight Protectant on to protect us against UV. So we're going to wipe it all off. You can see how nice it's starting to look. With that, now we're going to take another rag here and we're going to put this Headlight Protectant on. Shake it up first. Wipe it all over this thing. So just give it a good amount all over the headlight, just to, so you got it nice and protected. Again, this is a protectant now, so you don't have to polish it with this. This just is what's going to seal it and protect it against UV rays. So you can think of this almost like a wax that you're going to leave on and protect that plastic. Now you can do it either way. You can either let it haze over and dry and then wipe it off, or you can wipe it off while it's still a little bit wet. I've done it both ways, so let's do it this way while it's still wet. I'm going to wipe it off. That's pretty darn good right there. Now we're going to take the tape off and we'll be done. Done. How's that look? Pretty good? I think so. So anyway, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next one. So here it is, all polished, ready to go. Not bad for an old headlight that was so oxidized it was crazy. Anyway, you can expect the same results pretty much if you do it. And one secret is just don't give it a lot of, don't push on it when you're using the polisher. You might burn the plastic. So just take it easy and just let it ride on there and just give it a good polish. So anyway, that's it. Have a great day.